Welcome to another edition here at NYAOT of our podcast. We have a great podcast for you here today. We have Emily Kurtzner with us, one of our newer employees. Emily, welcome.
Thank you.
You didn't think you're going to be right in a podcast. You're second week?
No, started my third week. I did not think I would be doing one of my biggest fears, public speaking, but here I am facing fears.
It is tough. It is tough.
Yeah.
It's funny. You just kind of have to just relax and have a conversation and pretend the cameras are on you.
Yes, pretend nothing. Exactly. Just speak from the heart. That's what I'm trying to do. So.
That's right. Well, you're doing great. We really are excited to have you here, and we're working on a lot of new programming, educational programming. Talk, first of all, a little bit about maybe just let the audience know about yourself and kind of what you are doing here at NYAOT now.
Absolutely. So right now at NYAOT, I am helping as the conference events and program manager, helping as well with education courses. Prior to this, I was an event planner / liaison for the Bar Association. And there I worked a lot with attorneys, really got my foot in on some of the local and state government laws, as well as dealing on what is currently going on in the law. So from there, I really got my foot in on legislation. And here I'm really excited to work with town attorneys, local governments. We're going to be expanding our programming this year, which is something I'll be talking on soon. So, so far, I've gotten my foot in the door and starting to plan out some programs for the year.
It's going to be a busy year in programs. Unfortunately, you just missed our annual meeting, which was this past February, our signature event. This year, it is going to be President's Week again in 2026 coming up, which I think is like the 15th through 16th, 17th, something like that. But always down in New York City, we have a great, we're starting to plan a great program for you there. But I think enhancing our programs, bringing more educational opportunities is really a critical focus for us this year. So welcome aboard. We're looking forward to it. We're excited for what you're going to do for us. But
yeah,
we kind of got you started real quick coming in because the finance and personnel school is like boom right here. So we threw you right into that. Can you talk a little bit about that school, give some particulars and what it's all about?
Absolutely. So this year's school is extra special because it is our 25th anniversary. So this milestone event, we decided to expand this year's program. In years past, it was just the finance school. So this year we've added a whole new track, the personnel track. So this school has always been in collaboration with the New York State Comptroller's Office, which is something we really value. So we're really excited to have the Comptroller's Office with us again this year. This year's program is going to be held April 22nd through the 24th in Saratoga Springs at the Hilton. We're really looking forward to gathering with the town officials of state of New York in the beautiful Saratoga Springs. This year's, as I've said, is expanded. We've expanded it now over 3 days, offering this whole other track, offers more programming as well as opportunities from our staff to present. Wonderful speaking opportunities available, and we also are really excited to have some exhibitors and sponsors with us at this event. So it really provides officials with the opportunity to network, learn, and expand on both their knowledge on either for finance or personnel track.
Yeah, the Comptroller's Office has been wonderful to work with. As you said, been doing it 25 years with them, so celebrating that partnership. And the Comptroller Napoli is going to be there for the dinner, which is a separate ticketed event, right? So when you register, you can register right off our website, nytoms.org. There's a registration tab there. Please, I know the room block is getting tight.
Yes, the room block ends this Friday, the 21st. So we really are encouraging attendees to register as well as book your room. You're going to want to do that before that room block ends. It's going to be a busy week in Saratoga. So like Chris just said, we will be having this year a dinner, which we're really grateful that Comptroller Thomas DiNapoli will be speaking at. The dinner will be held on the night of April 22nd, and it is a separate ticketed event, but it really provides a great chance to network and grow those connections on the first night of the school.
Yeah, so definitely register because not only is the room block getting tight, but there's also a cap on how many people can attend. So once it's at that cap, it's at that cap. So still room available, but definitely get on there, register. Who should, as we talked about, this is for, a finance school, personnel track, 2 different tracks, expanded programming. Who is this really geared towards? Who do you think would get the most out of this from a town official point of view?
Yeah, absolutely. The finance track is really garnered towards the financial health and management of the local governments, while the personnel track is really focusing on the management of employees, legal considerations, and the processes that create a fair and honest workplace. So those will be targeted more towards the HR professionals, the personnel track, while the finance track honestly is targeted towards anyone involved in financial management within their government. So it's ensuring that participants understand how to maintain financial integrity and ways to avoid common mistakes in the finance process, which is necessary information for all.
So, that's absolutely true. But I think supervisors certainly would get a lot out of this. Town board members, comptrollers, clerks, bookkeepers. I mean, any number, HR folks, as you mentioned. So it really hits a broad band of folks. Anyone who runs a department, uh, highway superintendent. I even say, if people think it's funny when I say this sometimes, police chiefs, right? If a chief is running a department of the size of a police department, financial management is critical.
Mhm.
And personnel is
Yeah.
critical.
Yeah, that's an important reason why we added that personnel track this year.
Yeah, definitely. So department heads, anybody, nytowns.org is how you register. Please go there and do that, and consider attending. It's going to be a great time. Springtime in Saratoga is the only thing better is summertime in Saratoga.
Right.
Um, so we have something called the CTO program,
Mhm.
Certified Town Official, and folks are in that program. Just talk a little bit about that program, and also what are the benefits of coming to this conference in relation to that program.
Absolutely. Yeah. So all association and town members are eligible to enroll in our CTO program or Certified Town Official program. We offer trainings and the course curriculum here, but the trainings we offer are available through all of our live in person trainings. And especially with this school, the importance of it is that this entire program, both the personnel and finance track, are eligible for that CTO credit. So, um, following the event, we'll have registration or we'll have the forms to qualify for your CTO credits available at the event, and we make the process very easy and simple. So, following the event, you can submit for your CTO credit there, and we'll take care of the processing. And once you're certified for the year, and you really do have some wonderful opportunities there.
It's a great designation, professional designation. It really, I think, not only tells your peers how seriously you take your position, but tells the folks you serve in their town. When you go out and you work on uh, your campaign and reelection, and to be a CTO just tells your residents that you are really investing in this. You're really becoming a serious town official, and it's a great program. So I'm glad that you say every course is eligible, is a CTO eligible course, which
Mhm.
is a great opportunity. That's unusual, really, for our program. So this is a great opportunity for people to get a lot of courses under their belt and work towards that CTO a lot quicker.
Mhm.
Great professional designation. Um, and I know you have some things you're that are in the works. Obviously, remote learning is important. We're working on maybe doing some more digital or online or remote learning as opposed to having everything necessarily in person. We're going to try something different this year, which I think is going to be cool. We're going to have another one of our newer employees, Nick Benton, who is behind the camera. We're going to get him over in front of the camera. One of these podcasts is going to be filming, recording, filming. That sounded dated. That was pretty dated. I'm not as old as I sound. But he's going to be recording a session or two, and we're going to put it on for people who can't come to maybe buy that opportunity digitally, a lot cheaper, obviously, but only one or two. And we're going to test that out and
Yeah.
see what the popularity is of that. And I think that's going to be pretty cool.
Mhm. Yeah, we're going to test it out. Like you said, there's been a large pull on virtual learning following the pandemic as we get back into the waters of events, there's still that pull for the virtual learning. And I think we have a great opportunity here to take some of the valuable lessons that are going to be available in person and make them available. And like you said, we're not making the whole program available, but maybe just a couple of courses so that you can still get that same quality information that you're going to get in person virtually. And it's also a great opportunity if you really want to rewatch a session that you were there for. Great opportunity there.
I think it's important as an association to hit all the markets, right? There's certainly a segment that wants to come back, that wants to be in person, that wants to connect, that wants to be social, that wants to get the networking out of it. But there's an investment in that. Not only do you have to travel across the state and get a hotel room, there's a cost to that and time commitment. And then there's a segment that just wants to do this virtual type thing. And so I think it's important for us to, and we've talked about this, focus on hitting all those segments. And I think that's going to be something exciting in 2025 that we launch more virtual.
Yes, like you said.
Not replacing.
No, not replacing. I mean, we can't replace the aspect of the in-person networking that is so important to these events, and that is something that was really taken away during that time. So while we are going to make some virtual learning options available, we're trying to stay up to date with other associations, and we're really trying to stay in front.
So you mentioned earlier, and we started that we have a busy year ahead. So what are some of the other programs, educational programs you're working on for later?
Absolutely. Yeah, so we actually just opened up registration this on Monday, St. Patrick's Day, the 17th, for our highway school, which is going to be June 2nd through the 4th at Ithaca College. So we have registration open for that. That's a wonderful event that we do in collaboration with the New York State Cornell Local Road Program. So we're really happy to have that collaboration again. A couple other programs that we are in the works of planning this year. We have our planning and zoning schools, which we typically do at the early fall. So we're looking at this year into September and October for those programs, and more information to come, but we are really looking forward to expanding that more across the state. We'd love to have options available for those in different areas of the New York State. So we're really trying to plan this event so that it really is available for all aspects of the state. So that's one program we have. We also looking more into January 2026 after our annual meeting, of course. Or before our annual meeting.
Before
our annual meeting, we'll have our newly elected town officials school. So still a lot more information to come on that. And we're going to be including a lot more virtual programming as well. So we're really hoping to get active this summer.
Yeah, you brought up a good point. Every 2 years on the election cycle, we have a newly elected for all the new folks coming in as a boot camp type of thing. And that's really popular. And actually, I've noticed a lot of people who've been in maybe a year or two or a couple of years even still come as a refresher. So that's a great program. And so 2026 will be, since 2025 is an election year. Now, we're not sure what's going on with the even odd year election law that is currently in the courts. But as we stand right now, there's a stay on that law. So we're going to continue to just proceed as the normal course of elections, but at some point they may move the odds to the even depending on the court case, and then that would change our school scheduling. But that's to be seen. More, if people want to connect with you, reach out to you, ask you questions about our program, and how can they contact you?
Yes, yeah, my email is ekurtzner at nytowns. That's EKURTZNER at nytowns.org. Like I said, this year we are incorporating sponsorship and exhibitor opportunities, which is something that we're really trying to highlight. That's just such a valuable connection that can be made there. So for exhibitor sponsor opportunities, any information on registering for all of our upcoming events, feel free to reach out. We're also always happy to take any advice or information regarding new sponsorship opportunities, ways you'd like to see our programming develop. We're always interested in some new opportunities to create some change.
Or interested, as always, is also hearing from you. So, if you have ideas for the next podcast, you want to be on the podcast, you want to talk about something, or you want to hear about something, reach out to me. My email is CKOETZLE, KOET is in Tom, Z is in zebra, LE at nytowns.org. We love to hear from you on that. Any questions you may have, subscribe to this. You stay in the know. You'll hear more things coming. We have a great podcast planned coming up on workforce development, which is a huge issue. But what else, Emily, do you have in the works that you might want to? Anything else? I know there's a lot going on. And I know you're new into it.
Yeah, one of the things I will mention briefly in the sponsorship realm is our corporate sponsors. That's a group that we highly invest our time in as well, and they invest their time back in us. And so we really are working on not restructuring per se, but enhancing the opportunities available in that sponsorship. So a lot more information to come. We are trying to really encourage local groups to get involved. So our corporate sponsorship is a great way to work with us through the year, opportunities to exhibit at these events, feature in our Talk of the Towns publication, and it's a great way to expand your outreach. So more to come.
I'm very excited about that. You and I have talked about the collaboration that comes from the corporate members and the exhibitors and the sponsors. It's not just transactional, right? So a lot of times you sponsor something and you think, okay, well, you write a check and you get a logo placement or something. But really here, we're so invested in our supporters that there's more of an opportunity to engage our members. There's more of an opportunity to connect. There's more of an opportunity to be part of the fabric of the association. And that's, I think, what's special about this program. And I'm very excited about all the things you're going to bring to it going forward. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Welcome. We're excited. We're very excited to have you. And we know that there's a lot of great things coming forward.
Absolutely.
And
Thank
thank you for your time. Again, subscribe, reach out, connect, stay engaged, and watch for our next episode coming soon.